morning. Welcome to the Audacity to Rule call. Today we're going to move on to a different archetype. And I'm sure you know it well, right? Before I tell you the archetype, I'm going to go into a little bit about what happens when this archetype shows up. And so you're you're believing, or you're expecting to do great things, and in different parts of your life, you're seeing wonderful, amazing results. And then something happens, right? You get a big win, and then there is a complete shutdown after the big win, because now this archetype shows up and is telling you that was a fluke, that we'll never be able to do that again. You're not good enough. You're not qualified. You're not able to sustain this. Then fear, doubt floods in, and you completely abandon the thing that you were working on. So let's say you decided you were going to step into entrepreneurship, and you are working your business. You have hired a coach. You have strategy to get clients, and you are putting these things into action, and you are seeing results. And then something on the inside happens, and this archetype shows up. And so this archetype is called the saboteur, right? So it shows up to sabotage your results, and it shows up to flood you with fear and doubt, so that the thing that you think and what you actually believe is not in alignment, right? Within yourself, you are not in harmony, because what you think, right, over here, you know that you are highly intelligent. You know that you are super capable. You know that you got the skills. You have the knowledge base. You have everything that you need to be everything that you need to be, right? But then the internal parts of your being, because of maybe you've seen your parents demonstrate a failure to follow through on different things as a child, or you throughout your life you would try multiple things that you were passionate about at a time, and then the passion would just flood away, and you would just drop it and move on to the next thing. So you've never been consistent, because you didn't see consistency when you were growing up, right? And so now that's embedded into your subconscious, that consistency, you're not able to be consistent, right? You're not able to have sustainable results. I know when I first went into entrepreneurship, well, first, I've always been entrepreneurial. Like, I had a candy store and all these different things when I was a child, right? But when I first stepped into entrepreneurship in my adulthood, I tried so many different things, like multi-level marketing. I did Primerica, I did Mary Kay, what's the other one? Avon. Okay, I didn't do Mary Kay, I did Avon. I did Total Life Changes, I did some other stuff that I can't even remember right now, right? So all these multi-level marketing things in my attempt to be entrepreneur. And every time I would get into it, super smart, super capable, but there's a side of business that requires you to sell. And in my mind, I was not a good salesperson, right? And so when I would try to implement the sales aspect, I was like, nobody's going to buy this stuff. The story I'm telling myself, this is what my subconscious believes. Nobody's going to buy this stuff from me. Why would they buy it from me? I'm not a good salesperson. I don't know anything about sales. It's only, I'm an introvert, right? And during those times, I was real introvert, okay? There was no, let me flip the switch on and be an ambivert, okay, where I can flow. No, there was none of that. That was, I am introverted. I'm not comfortable talking to people, okay? Peopling, oh, that's a lot, okay? But I wanted to be successful in these areas of business, but that story that I continued to tell myself, and the saboteur would show up to, reinforce that ideology that I had in my subconscious, that I was not a person who could talk to new people. I was not a person who would be able to sell, right? I'm not good at sales. I can't do sales. Sales is scary. Sales is this, sales is that, sales is sleazy. All this stuff that I told myself. And guess what I did not do? Well at sales. Because the story that I kept telling myself and others is that sales was not for me. And so in all of these multi-level marketing businesses that requires you to sell, requires you to engage with new people to tell them about the products and services that you offer, like any business, my own included, I was not successful except for, very small areas of success because the saboteur would show up and sabotage everything, right? I was not operating in the queen that I was because I did not truly believe that I could flow in this area, right? And I was like, well, if somebody was just who was good at sales, if I could just sit with them and learn from them and glean from them, and then I could be good at sales. And then even when I got a person who was, great at sales when I was a part of Total Life Changes, I still did not become good at sales. Why? Because the things that she was asking me to do to get out of my comfort zone that would make me good at sales, the saboteur would show up and say, you can't do that. Mm-mm. Not everybody is, a people person. Not everybody got the personality to be going out there. You just don't have that, okay? And that's okay. You just don't have that. You're not outgoing like she is. People are not drawn to you that way, right? We tell ourselves all these stories based on what we appear or perceive other people to be operating in and doing, right? And I don't know her story. I don't know how she got to develop those skills, right? She had to at some point step into her queenness and walk in confidence. And I was just making all the excuses of why I was just not going to be queen in this area. And I was just going to stay in this background. And you know what that did? It kept me broke in this area, okay? I did not make a lot of money in the Total Life Changes or any of these other multi-level marketing because I wouldn't open up my mouth and talk to people. You can only tell family and friends about your business so many times. They really don't care, most of them, for real, for real. So you have to go beyond your camp, okay, if you really want to be successful. And if the story you're telling yourself is that you cannot talk to new people, you cannot talk to strangers, because we're trained all the way. I know I was. Stranger danger, okay? I inhabit that. Okay, whoa, you a stranger. In my adultness, okay? Stranger danger, okay? I don't know you, sir or ma'am. Well, we don't need to talk about nothing. Coupled with the fact I'm inner city, okay? Where I'm from, we don't even make eye contact, okay? Don't look at me, okay? Because you want something and I ain't got time to give it to you, okay? We don't look at people. There is no good morning. There is no hello. There is move. Go about your business. Get to where you need to get to before you get shot or stabbed or somebody trying to take your stuff. Okay, that was my reality growing up. So all of that coupled, we don't do strangers. Okay, we're not talking to nobody about nothing, right? Saboteur. Okay, showing up. And then even when I decided, I say, I'm going to abandon it all, the Lord said, we're moving to Texas, full-time entrepreneurship. I made sure there were no plan Bs, no safety nets. Okay, you're going to do this or die, right? That was my mindset, okay, because I knew I got the skills, I got the knowledge, I am great at this, right? Get here and start making money. Oh, saboteur, show up. You can't maintain this. That was a one-time thing. Oh, you had a good month that month. And then what I do? I went into my own little corner in my own little world, this little, okay. And I was like, okay, that was too easy. It can't be this easy. And then income went, okay, not blow up in a good way. Okay, it's not an explosion of the wealthy place. It was an explosion of, wait a minute, ain't got no money, okay? You might have to get a job, sis. you know? And I'm battling. I said, I'm not getting no job. I am a full-time entrepreneur, all right? But your full-timeness, okay, not producing what you said you was capable of doing. Why? Because I was not in my queenship, okay? The saboteur showed up, coupled with the princess. So, although my mom, when I was growing up, she was on food stamps because my mama had me when she was 18. She was still in high school. She was pregnant with me 17. She had me at 18, right? But my grandparents were not poor, okay? They had money and resources. My grandfather was the person you like, well, what do you buy this man? Because he wants for nothing, okay? He go out there and buy whatever he wants to, whenever he feel like it, and did. So I grew up with the princess mentality that whenever I got into trouble, I'm going to just call my family, and my family is going to bail me out, and they did, okay? So coupled with princess, somebody going to rescue me. No matter how bad it gets, if somebody gonna come in and save the day outside of me, somebody gonna come fix it. Okay? Coupled with the saboteur, who was like, well, we don't know, we don't think we can do this. Okay? But we're gonna try, we're gonna throw it out there, but we don't really believe it in the internal parts of who we are that we can do this. But we're gonna say we tried it, and then when it don't work out, if it go real bad, then we just get the family to come rescue us. Sis, queen, that's not how that's supposed to work. That's not how this works. Not how any of this works. Not if you want to be positioned properly and flow in the success that you are destined and created to flow in, right? So, yes, the saboteur will come in and jack you up and jack all your stuff away. And you be just willing, like, wait a minute, what had happened? I don't know. Some not matching. I said I was ready for love. Okay, that's at NDRE. I said I was ready for love. And then I'm like, well, love, why you hiding from me? It ain't hiding, okay? You just really, in the innermost parts of your being, like, I don't deserve love. Or we have, I hear women say, I can't be in a beautiful relationship and be successful in business. I hear moms struggling with, I can't be an entrepreneur and be able to run my household as a wife, as a mother. I can't balance all these things. I hear people say, I work hard, but I can't take vacations because I don't have time. I don't have the resources. I don't have, like, it's never living in the and. It's always this or that, right? But it doesn't have to be. That is of your making. That is the reality of your making, because you are co-creator of your life. And so you can choose that it's going to be this and that, because I said so, and because I desire them, and it's going to flow and match up. But we have to deal with these parts of us that are not in alignment with what the one true God has said about us, right? And purpose and sharpened and positioned us for. And we have to be able to identify where we are not in sync, okay? Because it is stopping us from actualizing our greatness.
Hey Queen, we would love to hear your feedback based on the topic that we just spoke about. If you would want to share that with us, feel free to send us an email at serve@crownedqueeng.com. All right, we look forward to hearing from you.